What if I told you that with a simple mindset shift, you could have more motivation, more energy, and more happiness? Would you be interested? My name is Tanner McIver, and I'm the founder of Onturas Coaching, and today we're going to help you increase your motivation and happiness. A quick shout out before diving in. These concepts are from Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy's The Gap in the Gain. I highly recommend you check out the book. All right, let's dive in. Who's this video for? It's for people that are constantly striving for growth and success, for people that are seeking more motivation, that are feeling overwhelmed, that are constantly beating up on themselves, and that are never celebrating the little wins. If any of these rung true, I think you'll love this video. So we all start somewhere. Then we visualize where we want to go. That's our ideal. That's our big, hairy, audacious goal. Then we start working towards that ideal. Can you guess how most people measure their progress? Most people measure their progress by how far away they are from their ideal. This leads to negative emotions like failure, frustration, disappointment, low self-esteem, and lack of motivation. So if we can all agree these are negative emotions and we'd prefer not to have them, then what can we do? One thing we can do is shift our perspective. Instead of measuring from where we are to our ideal, we can measure backwards. We can measure how far we've come. When we measure backwards, we get the opposite emotions. We feel success, optimism, confidence, high self-esteem, enjoyment, motivation. Now, the first response I typically hear with this is, but won't I lose my edge? The short answer is, no, you will not lose your edge. Let's take an example. Let's say your goal is to increase your bench to 225. When you started, you could bench 150. Now, you're halfway, you can bench a little over halfway, 200 pounds. Let's imagine person A. He's comparing how far he is away from his ideal. He can bench 200 pounds, but that means he's still 25 pounds away from his ideal. He's been putting in the work and he's still not there. As a result, he's frustrated. How can he be working this hard and only be at 200 pounds? Now imagine person B. He's comparing to where he started. He's excited that he's hit 200. He's increased his bench by 50 pounds. He's only 25 away from his goal. Both of these people dreamed big and set a monster goal. They also both had the same starting point. The only difference was how they're measuring their progress. Who do you think's more likely to give up in this scenario? Who do you think's having more fun? Most of our goals are achieved by consistency. So by measuring backwards, it gives us a sense of accomplishment. You're excited for the gains you've made. This ultimately leads to more motivation. More motivation then leads to consistency, which then leads to hitting your goals. And as an added bonus, you'll have more fun along the way. It's the perfect win-win. So a quick recap. No matter what, we're going to set big goals. We are going to have an ideal. Then we have two options of how to measure our progress. We can pick the option on the left, which is measuring forwards. How far away are we from our goals? Or we can pick the option on the right, measuring backwards. This is how far we've come. When we measure backwards, we have positive emotions. We have more confidence, more motivation, and more enjoyment. And as a result, this leads us to keep pushing forward. So how do we actually do this? Well, I want to leave you with 3 tangible ways to measure backwards. The first way is daily reflection. Spend some time each day reviewing your progress. The second is celebrate the success. Recognize and celebrate even the smallest of victories. And third, gratitude journal. Keep a journal and note things you're grateful for. If you don't like journaling, just say one thing you're grateful for before each meal. I hope this mindset shift helps you on your journey to live in a happier and healthier life.